No, sir. I've quit drinking.
You've seen the error of your ways.
No, I just can't afford it.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
Yes, sweetheart, I have a rare condition which requires me to drink one of those every 15 minutes, please.
Yeah, well, give me a fucking drink. Move it, you little prick.
I'm sorry, Bruce. These boys get that syrup in them. They get a little antsy and they're pantsy. You just can't keep them under control.
Cheers and welcome back to Reels, Booze, and Bros, aka RB2. I'm your host, Jay. Got my co-host, Brian, with me. Real Bro fan, Kev. Real Bro fan, Shane. And, ladies and gentlemen, a new oncomer.
Sky Young, the legend.
Real Bro fan, Scott. Hell yeah. I'm an avid listener, a lover of podcasts and long walks on the beach. And
he's a Gemini and he's never been late.
Though he has one child, which is crazy.
There is immaculate conception. It's very real.
All right, gentlemen, bros, what's up? Everyone doing well? It's been a while since we had the last podcast. Yeah, got a little stuff going on there, here and there.
Some COVID scares.
Some birthdays.
Some Valentine's Day.
Valentine's. That great strand of herpes that went around.
Yeah, and the snowstorm that blocked everything. A little crazy. So, previous podcast was super bad. Has anyone updated their dick treasure box since we last met? Gentlemen? No? So
I dropped mine. I got ratted out. I had to go to fucking Dick Priest.
I was rocking out to Panama on the way down here. It was awesome. I love it.
He's just been some kind of dick devil.
Yep. I see. Very good. So, Scott, what do you think? You're new to the podcast. You listened to Superbad previously. Your thoughts on the movie? What do you think?
Movie, epic movie. Very funny, great cast. Perfect length, just like she said, and
it's beautiful.
Love watching that movie. Which, you know, I love those guys, Jason Segel and the hell's the fat kid's name?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yeah, man. And
that fat kid.
McLovin is another added member, added value.
Very good. All right, so let's move on. Today's podcast, we are going on to Forgetting Sarah Marshall. This is requested here by Scott, so the reason why we're doing this, I'm glad Scott's to join us on this, one of his favorites. Before we go on, we're going to start off with the first booze, as you can see on the booze cam right here. Brian brought this to us. We have, what is this? So it's from Last Wave Brewing Company. It's a growler, if people know what this is. It looks like a big-ass 40.
I believe that's a crowler.
Crowler.
As the can simply says, crowler.
I don't know how to read script.
It's fancy. It could be a little like
2 R's. that was the confusion.
It's a silent R.
So, crowler.
It was a crowler.
Oh, that yogging what we were doing. I believe it's... So, pineapple dragon fruit. This is what it looks like.
I thought it said chowder, to be honest with you.
Chowder. So, Brian, since you brought this to us, your thoughts on this?
Well, this is from Last Wave Brewing, which is down in Point Pleasant. So I wanted to stick with the beach theme of the movie for Forgetting Sarah Marshall. So, pineapple, all that sort of stuff. So I was like, oh, it fits with Hawaii. I do like this beer. It's what is it, only like a 5.4 or something like that?
With lots of heartburn.
It is a little sour, but it's pretty, for me, I feel like it's smooth. Like, I could drink this. I'm not going to drink a 6-pack, but 2 of them be good. But yeah, I like it. Kev, you?
No, I'm enjoying it. It's, like you said, it's a sour, but it's not, for me at least, it's not too sour.
Yeah.
See, Shane makes the old man face every now and then.
I mean, I've had Katie's battery acid that Jay refers to, and this is...
I think it's not too sour, and it's not too fruity either.
It's sour and fruity, but it's just the flavor is like socks and pineapple.
I don't know. Socks. I don't know. I don't usually lick my socks.
I do. I like to squeeze the juice.
Like a Be Nasty sock?
Okay, so what you're saying is more for me. You don't want to taste.
That's a little crusty.
Fantastic. Scott, what do you think of this? Your thoughts? Actually, no, you're not enjoying it. He's having a Fresca at the moment. He's waiting for actual real beer as opposed to this thing. As I stated earlier, it's heartburn, but I'm only going to do one. And that's it.
We'll do one.
We'll do one. Okay, so moving on now. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. A little background. So, Forgetting Sarah Marshall is a 2008 American comedy film directed by Nicholas Stoller and starring Jason Segel, Kristen Bell, Mila Kunis, and Russell Brand. The film, which was written by Segel and co-produced by Judd Apatow Is that heartburn coming up? Was released by Universal Pictures. Filming began in April 2007 at the Turtle Bay Resort on the north shore of Oahu Island in Hawaii. The film was released for North American theaters on April 18th, 2008, and in UK a week later on April 25th, 2008. The story revolves around Peter Bretter, who is a music composer for a TV show that happens to feature his girlfriend, Sarah Marshall, in the lead role. After a 5-year relationship, Sarah abruptly breaks up with Peter. Devastated by this event, he chooses to go on a vacation in Hawaii in order to try to move forward with his life. Trouble ensues when he runs into his ex on the island as she is vacationing with her new boyfriend. And that is the movie. The plot. So, let's go with the critic scores. Metacritic, IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes. Here we go. Rotten Tomatoes, 83% on a tomato meter, 76% audience score. IMDb, 7.1 out of 10. Metacritic, so the meta score is a 67 out of 100. User score, 7.5 out of 10. That's what we got for this, so we'll go around table. Brian, your thoughts on this, on the movie, the critics, what you think?
Well, I'm thinking the critic scores are, I guess the critic scores are, kind of what comparable, but like the user scores I thought would have been a little bit higher. I thought you'd be at least mid-8s. I know for me, like, I love this movie. This is one of the better comedies that has come out in the past, 15 years. So I'll probably put this at a 9 for myself. Like, I love the whole cast. Like, when I first saw this movie, I didn't know what to expect. My sister hyped it up for me a lot, and I was not really sure. I was like, I don't know, man. It has potential, but I guess I'll just wait and see. It's just like, and then the first time I saw it, I was hooked. I was like, God damn, I gotta see this movie again. Like, I think we've all dealt with a breakup in some sort of way, and everything sort of deals, like, we've all had reactions similar to this at some point during the breakup stage. And
nope.
But
we do the breaking up.
I think, whatever. If either side, it's there, and it just the one-liners in this movie, and all this snow, and then you just get Paul Rudd. You just like Paul Rudd could do no wrong, so it's just Mila Kunis is probably the best she's ever looked,
hands down.
So,
yes. Praise Jeeves.
I concur.
Yeah.
Do you concur?
So. I could see your hoo-ha. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I love this movie, and whenever it's on, I'm watching it.
All right. Kev, your thoughts on this, please.
Yeah, it was similar to Brian. I thought that was kind of weird when you said the audience score was so low, because I feel like a lot of times for comedies, you see the critics hate it, and the audience are the ones that kind of bump the score up. For me, this has never been like one of my like favorites of like that group of like this movie, Superbad, like 40-Year-Old Virgin. Knocked Up is one of the same. Yeah. I mean, I still like it, but I feel like this is the one that like I've seen probably the least out of all of those. I know when we're out and people are quoting this, and someone says something funny, I go, "What the fuck movie is that from?" And someone says it from, I go, "Damn!" It's just never been. Like, it's still good. I'd say I'd probably give it an 8.5. I'll go a little bit lower, just because it's for whatever reason I always like those other movies a little bit more. This one was kind of. It's still a good movie, but because I think it's not as good as the other ones, just doesn't stand out as much for me.
Very good. So, Shane, I'll let you go there, and Scott will come with you at the end. Your thoughts, Shane?
I'm with Brian on this. I think it's 9+. It's start to finish. It's fucking hilarious. It's a comedy. It's got like, it's like a love story, but it's not like a fucking rom-com. It's because rom-coms fucking suck. It's a comedy, and it's got romance, obviously, but it's hilarious as fuck. And it's not like a stupid Adam Sandler movie where it starts off like, oh, it's funny, and then it turns into a romance and it fucking blows. It's just from start to finish, it's just funny as hell. Another Judd Apatow classic.
So romance is dead. Got it. Scott.
Yeah, I'm going to concur. Definitely think it should be a higher score. This is one of my favorite movies, probably in my top 5. Great comedy, great dialogue. The cameos from Baldwin are hysterical. Can someone say Dick Siegel? He just nailed it with his little cameo.
You want a new one?
Drama, definitely. It's a little bit of drama. Nothing too. The crying from Peter Brennan was just
the
hysterical.
sad parts are supposed to be funny.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Exactly.
Yeah.
So the sad parts are funny. Even that's what made the movie seem real.
This is still call about a woman crying in the
Yeah.
must be in different rooms. Like you're the only room on that floor.
Someone above me.
Or yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
That's it. Very good. So, all right, Scott. Anything else?
Nah, we're good. We're good.
You're saving it for there. You want to get too a little crazy and get out there. So I agree with everyone else. For me, on my scale, everyone my scale. This is a 9.5, not a 10, but a 9.5 on there. So loved it, enjoyed it. A lot of funny scenes. You're literally seeing Dick in the first 5 minutes. Then you know this movie's gonna be hysterical.
Dick going in and Dick coming out.
You know how I know you're gay?
It's a great Dick.
Yeah, it's good looking.
Dick, Peter. Beautiful Dick.
That's exactly what I had right here in my notes. The movie starts out with full frontal nudity and ends with it. So that's how you keep it classy in this movie right there. All right, so moving on. Let's go with our favorite scenes. Scott, you want to start with favorite scenes, or you want to wait a moment? Don't want to jump in there too quick?
No, yeah, there's tons of them. So I definitely love the scene where Peter sees Aldous and the fuck's her name? Sarah just walking up, and he's looking for his flip flop, and he's like, "Have you seen this shoe? It's like this one's fellow, but the opposite." So,
Not evil.
not an evil version.
That's an evil version. It's just with the black and the two prongs and
That's horrible English accent. All around.
I haven't had a while to get my. Shut up, Mr. Barton. I can't even do that one well.
Terrible.
So, what else we got? What else you got, Scott? That's in there.
I got probably one of the top scenes is when Jack McBrayer, the redhead, who's married to his wife, newly married, they have a hard time fucking. They just can't seem to get in the same rhythm. So
same rhythm. That's very nice.
Yeah, like they just can't get a rhythm at all. Right?
I can't feel it.
They're not even the same page in the same book.
Yeah, and he runs up. He runs to all the Snow for desperation, and he's like, "Mr. Snow, can I ask you a question?" Okay. I'm having trouble with my wife here on my honeymoon. You having difficulty sex-wise? And Aldous just runs into this dialogue with him and educational segment with him. Yeah, they're humping chess pieces, and he's telling him how to stimulate the clitoris, and if you can involve the anus, it's absolute perfection. And that's probably those are my two favorites.
I'd say. All right.
You guys can concur on that one.
Anything guys want to throw out there, or you want to just give it see what else other people got? Anyone? Kev, what you got for us? Favorite scenes?
Although it was actually just on before. The beginning of the movie, I guess, is supposed to be the sad part when he actually gets dumped, even though his dick was hanging out the whole time. But right after that, I don't know if it's my favorite scene, but the strip. Well, it's not a strip club. It's whatever club they are in.
Yeah, it's like a.
What the brother says, it's like a strip club in here. It smells like strippers and shame. Or
it's like DJs at the shore for us over here.
So that whole scene, meeting the women there, and then it kind of goes into the various one night stands afterwards. So I have that. And then I guess I'll add in when he first meets Paul Rudd. Is it Kunu or Kunu?
With Chuck.
Kunu?
Yeah, it's Kunu.
It's like, oh, what's it mean?
Chuck.
Yeah, I looked it up.
I just plugged it in.
Yeah, so that whole time first going out there, so it's the first time you meet his character, and he was just fucking way out there idiot basically the whole time. It's like, oh, someone needs to go get the front desk. Yeah, they should.
Oh, yeah, me.
So I have that, and then I'll skip, and then I'll do also the. I don't know if there's some funny stuff that happens, but I guess like the big the dinner scene when it's all four of them there.
Oh, later on.
So it's later on in the movie. So it's Peter and Rachel is Mila Kunis's name,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And then Sarah and Aldous. Yeah, Aldous. Yeah. So I mean, it's just I think if you're talking about like the actual like story of the movie, I think it's a pretty important scene where you can basically see that maybe Sarah and Aldous are not basically as good as you probably think they would be, and it leads into the whole drama at the end. So. I have other stuff here also, but we have too many people. I gotta make sure I leave stuff for everyone else.
Don't worry about it. You always say yes, me too.
Yeah.
So, all right, Shane.
Tag me too.
I mean, I got a fucking shitload.
Let's go.
Basically, any scene with Aldous Snow is fucking hilarious. I have any scene with Aldous Snow. Any scene with Paul Rudd as Kunu. All of them are great, especially the surfing scene when he's teaching him how to surf.
Okay,
Pop
you're
up.
doing too much.
No, now you're not doing anything.
Now you're just kind of laying there.
Going back to like the shoe, what Scott said, that whole checking in part, like that he's wearing the fucking shirt, and
Maybe if I wasn't wearing this fucking shirt.
Sarah walks up, right?
What are you doing here? I came in to murder you.
He meets Aldous Snow, and that whole part's fucking great. Any scene with this scene right here.
The bar scene.
Where the bar scene was getting drunk by himself. Yeah.
Drunk by himself. With every
He's got the banana,
cocktail
he's like,
possible.
yeah, look at this. But then he points to the white guy. He's like, yeah, not me and you, buddy.
Not us, buddy, right?
Oh, Miranda.
That's to everybody.
That's how you sum up. I hate to jump in, but that's how you sum up Sex in the City right now. That's it. So, all right, Shane, you can continue on.
When Sarah's pissed off because Peter was wearing sweatpants for a week. They go through his days the whole time, and he finishes like, "You shall not." So oh, they're fucking Sean John pants, but they're because they're a Costco brand. The scene we were talking about before, where he's crying in the room, and he's like, "Yeah, I hear that too. It's very annoying. It must be coming from upstairs. Yeah, you're on the top floor."
Peter, you're on the top floor.
This guy,
The Kapoo Suite.
all the scenes with him, the bartender, the big black guy,
Love puppets.
he's so funny.
Snuffleupagus fucks my shit up.
I like how he's right here as he explained the fish that start with G, and then he goes, "What's the fish in Hawaii?" And here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to write that down as one of my quotes, but I was never going to try pronouncing it.
Yeah, you should have. That's a tough one. Yeah, maybe after
The Hakuna Matata.
yeah, after a few beers, you probably would have been able to get it done right. So what else you got, Shane?
We were just watching when he's in the doctor's office. That's just hilarious. When he's sitting on the fire engine.
Kids running around.
Kids running.
You want a lolly?
The pig slaughtering scene I love too.
Yeah.
When he's I'm sorry. You look like a big baby. And then obviously the end puppet show is great.
Oh yes, the Dracula puppet show.
Dracula puppet show, yeah.
I say, die.
Oh, and at the bar scene when he's first singing the
Dracula's
song.
Lament?
Yeah.
Yeah, play that Dracula shit.
You know,
I
it's
can
not
play
gonna,
something else.
it's not going to be
Dracula!
It's not going to be good out of context.
All right, Brian, what you got for us on your some favorite scenes?
Well, I think Shane just pretty much hit
did
the
the
rest
movie.
of my scenes.
Just did all the movie.
Like, the good thing about this movie is that there's so many like quick little scenes that it's nothing's like really like dragged out. So you got like 2 minutes, you know, boom, boom, boom. So like another quick one. Like I love all the scenes with Jonah Hill. It's like, yeah, I'd love to sell you some weed, but I'm on my fucking job.
Right, it's not plot related. Right.
Like every scene is like a
I just went
classic
from 6 to
line.
midnight,
Yeah.
you know.
Went from 6 to midnight. Yes.
But yeah,
I love
it's
that
like,
one.
Jonah Hill was perfect in there, and he's like, just like, you want like a magazine? You're gonna be like so lonely.
You're going to be so bored. It's going to be so
That
boring.
would suck if it was just me.
I would just be so
Like
depressed.
such a dick.
Yeah, I'm still eating this. I'll go fuck yourself. Mahalo. But yeah, like the scenes just move so quick, and I think that's the best part about this movie. One of the best parts is that it just keeps it flowing, so you're never like dragged into one thing fully. So that's what keeps this movie fresh and going.
Yeah, it's not like high, low, high. It's just like
Yeah.
plateaus
Yeah.
the whole movie.
I see. Very good. I like to add in there. I love the Skype video call sessions that Peter has with his brother.
Absolutely.
Like, how awesome is that?
You're too close to the mic.
You're too-
back up.
too far away?
Have you worn that before?
Yeah, with the pearl necklace.
Oh, I see what he's doing. I see what
Oh, that's disgusting. Looks, I'm on the moon, bitches.
I would love to get a women's perspective
Hawaii.
about this. So,
Or the other scene that's good is, you know, like when they're doing a hike, and then you know, he's like, "Please God, don't let me die like this."
when she told him to jump off, and I have to say, listen, I call it the meeting Mila Kunis reveal scene. Jesus Christ, she is gorgeous in this movie.
Smoking.
Yeah, because she was in that '70s show. And the next, she was good looking there. And then, hold on, this is where the newlywed couples are about to go. They're having sex with the
our
first.
mouths on our heads for a reason.
And he's screaming no. Oh, great.
I do like the scene after this. When he goes to the yoga studio, it's like, yeah, sweat out those toxins.
Do a handstand, motherfucker.
Doing it perfect. She like leans on him. She's like, yes, okay.
So flexible. He's just randomly.
And I know that's not pineapple juice.
It's so very good. All right, so
Brexit champions.
going back to Paul Rudd's character, what do you think his actual job was here back stateside? Do you think he was like some sort of like? Cause I'm just wondering, because he's such a buffoon.
Before he became Kuno? Like
Before he became
Chuck's
Kuno,
job?
yeah. Chuck, what was Chuck? Do you think he was like a Best Buy sales
No, he's a
associate?
busboy at a restaurant.
Is that what he? A busboy?
That's my guess.
He might be like a kindergarten teacher.
You want him around kids?
No, that's why they probably fired him.
I'm gonna go with shitty weed dealer because that's one of the first things he's like. There's some paint behind those eyes. he's probably smoking all the weed, so he had to get away.
That's an interesting
psychiatrist.
I say, Scott, any ideas we think
Stop wearing a watch out of here.
Chuck did his actual job was? So.
I'm gonna piggyback and say he from 40 Origin. I think he worked in a Best Buy and sold
So maybe that was him in there. He sold the speakers now.
You like that?
You like that? That's the ass of a free man. Check out your pal. He's giving himself a public colonoscopy.
Okay, I see. Very nice, very nice. P.O.P. P.O.P. is his name. So. All right, so moving on. Favorite quotes. Shane, what you got for favorite quotes on here?
I just can't.
I know you got a lot, so let's get them out.
many.
Let's get them out. I see you wrote. You haven't seen the movie in a while, and you furiously wrote a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, this
was like 2 hours ago. You text me.
Just coming to my head, I just fucking scribbling whatever. I can't even read half this shit. I start off with every one of Billy Baldwin's lines from Crime Scene. Like every one of his one-liners was fucking great.
Dixical.
Yeah, can you say Dixical?
Crime Scene, scene of the crime.
What was it? Fuck that. The one.
Yeah, that one sucks. The next one. I can't read it anyway.
When Jonah Hill asked him,
is it cursive?
He's like, "Oh, did you listen to my CD?" He's like, "Oh yeah." He asked Aldous Snuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I was gonna listen to it, but then I just went on living my life.
But that's
That
such
was
like,
classic.
That's such like a throwaway line, but it's so perfect. Like how it is.
The fat bartender, he's like, when he's trying to stick up for Peter, he's like, "God, this guy's like Gandhi, but better with puppets."
Yeah, with puppets. He stopped mid blowjob.
I love Fraggle Rock. I love Lamb Chop. I love Elmo.
Stuffleupagus fucks my shit up.
Yeah, it's so fucking red. Like, just like he knows all like the fish around the
I
world.
want someone to go snorkel.
You know what that's called? It's called blue balls, Rachel.
Yeah.
Like we went through
She's
scenes
gonna be
and
fucking for hours.
as we were talking about scenes, we were saying the lines that
Yeah.
were funny. It's like the shoe line, and then 6 to Midnight.
Yes.
There's just so many quotable fucking things in this movie.
This whole movie
Great
is
writing.
quotable,
It's
yeah.
just great dialogue.
Yeah, I feel like when we were talking about scenes, I was going to say before also, I don't know if I was going to jump into when we talked about it. I don't think this is really like a scene-driven movie because they're kind of like, I mean, they're in Hawaii, but there's not like a lot of like really cool, interesting things. It's really just what they say.
Yeah,
The shit
yeah.
that comes out of
It's
their mouth.
quick.
It's really
Just,
cool.
it keeps the story going.
Yeah, it actually it flows as opposed to some of the other movies where you can actually where you're gonna stop. It's gonna be another thing there. The movie's very flowing. You can't really get one narrowed down to one scene. It's like a smaller little tidbits in between to say like a good 30 seconds to a minute tops as opposed to scenes as opposed to like a good 5 minutes where we're laughing our asses off in some of the other movies we have done.
I got like 2 more that I
Go right ahead, throw them out there, Shane. That's what we
The
can.
first one is Katie and I always fucking quote. We're taking pictures like Andre the Giant out of the shot, Ujumbo out of the shot, and then literally at the beginning of the movie when he walks out with his dick hanging out, he's like, "I got a surprise for you."
I
digress.
Are you saying you and Katie reenact that one a lot also?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
It's totally Shane when he gets out of the shower.
She's like, "Ew, put that thing away."
Yeah. Slapping on the face. If I put my clothes on, it's over. We got real
No,
quick.
because I put clothes on and then it's over.
We got Jay Weezy in our chat saying that Chuck, what is it? Kunu is he was a used tire salesman. Fantastic.
Is there a used tire salesman, or is that just like a junkyard?
I don't know. We'll see what it is.
He's the wacky wave inflatable guy.
Yeah, before he's the guy that spins the sign.
Yeah,
that
he's
comes
the guy that
in.
holds the progressive side. And turn it around.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so what else we got for quotes? Brian, what do you got for us for quotes?
Well, since I don't have my book here, I do remember a bunch that I did have. Like, obviously, we said a bunch of them before, but like the Mahalo, I just love it because it's used so perfectly. I went from 6 to Midnight. There's, this part's great though. Hi. So creepily behind them.
They're Skyping over there.
But that's his brother-in-law, right?
Oh,
Or
his stepbrother.
His stepbrother.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I will end you. No rotten blood. what else was I thinking of? There was the one if God was a city planner, he would have put his sewer system next to a playground. Fucking lose it every time I hear
One of the best.
No.
Yeah, the couple at the bar as he's explaining the husband.
There's from Kunu. If life gives you lemons, I just say fuck the lemons, bail. You sound like you're from London.
That's what you guys sound like, right?
Exactly.
And then what's he's got another good one too. It'll come back.
It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, Kev, what you got for us on your quotes? Since Brian didn't bring his notebook.
Yeah. Oh,
All right, so
sorry.
That's quite all right.
I'll start with the first scene I had when they were in that club. So it's we don't hang out in places like this. Why'd you take me here? This place smells like stripper's perfume. I'm gonna get herpes from sitting on this couch. So there's that, and then right after that, you don't need to put your P in a V right now. No, I need to B my L on someone's T's. And then right after, when he's sitting on the couch with the women too, it's like, I find you both very sexually attractive. I think that having sex with either of you would be a great treat for me.
So to understand the actual abbreviations, put my penis in a vagina.
Oh, is that what it meant?
And
I thought it was D. Is it P?
It's P and a V, and then it's B and L on some T's.
What's bust my load on tits?
No, it's a bacon, lettuce, and tomato, Jay.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He's hangry. He's mad he got broken up.
That's why he's hangry. He wants to get laid, so he wants to have a BLT. Got it. It's supposed to bust his load on some tits. Fair enough. I see. Anything else you got there, Kev?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
For whatever reason, it's such a dumb line when he first walks into the hotel and sees Sarah's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" He goes, "Oh, I'm here to murder you." Like, no, not really. He's like, "Oh." Let me see. Oh, it's when they were first at that bar we were talking about before, and he's talking to the husband that is not pleasing his wife. He gets up and goes, "All right, I'm off to find the mythical clitoris."
Good one.
Just because you did part of the quote, but I have the whole one right here. It's one of my favorite quotes anyway. It's like, you need to get back on that board is what you need to do. Here's the deal. When life gives you lemons, just say fuck the lemons and bail. You got to pull yourself up by your wetsuit, get back on that board. Look, man, if you're attacked by a shark, are you going to stop surfing? It's like, yeah, probably I will, yeah. Even right there, he's trying to sing the Beach Boys. It's like, oh, let's go surfing. Everyone's learning how. Oh, the weather outside is better. That's And then just one more from Kuno also. That's like, I like her hair. I wonder if the carpet matches her pubes.
That's right.
Get some pain behind those eyes.
Scott, you got anything for us you want to throw out there?
Yeah, just like, I mean, you guys hit all the main ones, the fucking great ones. Like the one, Chemo, he's the big black guy. He checks in on Peter because he's got to kick him out because the Dakota Fanning needs a room. Are those happy tissues or sad tissues?
Maybe just give me a minute.
I mean, he's butt naked, right? Dakota Fanning needs the room. Definitely Chuck with. I once saw that guy beat up a guy with a starfish. He's like, that didn't happen. That guy was me. Probably my last one is Rachel. Why don't you go change that shirt and come back down at 5? Because when they were going to Lazy Joe's. Yeah. So you guys pretty much nailed them all.
I see. So the husband from the couple that's in there, his name's Daryl, and here's a good quote from him. He goes, "You have Christ between your thighs, only with a shorter beard." As they finally decided to realize, holy shit! After he got his what was it? His brief or how to have sex from Aldous Snow.
Is that instruction?
As I said, I had to agree with Scott. Are those happy tissues or sad tissues? I fucking love that one.
This guy gives a good quote right now.
So yeah, that's Chemo stuff like, yeah. Or Chemo, I think it's Chemo. He says his name is. I like this one. So Peter, after he breaks up and he's in his depression state. Before he goes to Hawaii, he starts singing, "Everybody hates you. Everybody wishes that you were dead. Peter, you suck. Peter, you suck. Peter, your music is fucking terrible. Peter, you suck. Peter, you suck. You don't do anything of value. Peter, you suck. Go write some music. But instead, you sit and write this bullshit songs. It's so self-loathing. Go see a psychiatrist. I hate hate the psychiatrist. Go see one anyway. I fucking love. I was in tears.
I feel like you kind of had the Rock's voice down at the start.
Yeah, on that one. So this is how he gets depression. He writes music and talks himself in there. We've all been there. I grabbed my guitar, my ukulele. I don't know. So someone got a kazoo, right, Brian? That was you one time. So it happens to the best of us.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, somebody called that one out before, right?
Yep. So
Even with like just going back to scenes, like right after that, like there's a one where it's like his brother and like the landlord come in like, Petey, we worry about you. You're not even doing a proper delete on your phone.
It's so dumb when he's in the hotel room. Also, it's I think after the first night there, he's playing the piano. He's just singing the Muppets show theme. He's like, "Don't put the Muppet show tonight."
He did make the Muppet movie. A couple years
sure
later.
layers on. So another one from the Jay Weezy in the chat. He goes, when Albus tells Peter how long he was banging his girl, and they do the math and find out when he was getting pegged by 2 schlongs. That's very well put. Thank you.
Oh, I gotta add one to that.
Go right ahead.
I also haven't told you that I have genital herpes because it's not inflamed at the moment.
You know, I fucked the housekeeper.
With the other Aldous, another going, take my eyes, but not the shirt. Not the shirt.
There's also, it's like how you served. How you served 5 years under her. I don't know. You deserve a medal or a holiday or at least a cuddle.
I see it. All right, so let's bring it back in. So let's take a break here. We're gonna going out there. We'll fill you in the next booze that we're drinking right now. But we'll have a quick break, and we'll see you guys in a moment.
Fuck you, okay? Go fuck yourself. I can't yell right now because I'll get fired. And my boss will hear me. And then I won't be able to pay off my student loans. But you know what? You're an asshole. I fucking hate you. I bought all your records this whole fucking time and trying to get you to come and hang out with me. I'm gonna have people fuck with your food the rest of your trip. You fucking dick.
All right, Reels, Booze, and Bros, aka RB2. We are back from that. So, Matt, his actual name is Matthew, Jonah Hill's character, talking to
Aldous
Snow. Aldous. And Aldous Snow's reply was, I like him. That was quite moving.
Hey, man, I'm Kunu.
Hey, man, I'm Kunu. So, all right, so let's bring this podcast to an end. Well, I don't know if it's come to an end because this is pretty damn good.
It's a permanent day.
Let's keep it going. So, movie awards. Best quote from this. We had a lot. We probably had more. Brian had his notebook, but he did not. So he's gonna try his best. Who wants to throw out their best quote? We got a lot of people here. All right, we got 5 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count. So, any ideas? Wait, before we go on, let's head to the booze cam and see what we got here. This is what Brian brought. Again, very nice. The big wave over here to go with the theme. Shane brought this one. Him and I pretty much had it. You have this, Kev?
Yeah,
Okay, we got this one too as well. This is the
It's got coconut, so it's
coconut desist. That's what it's called from Icarus Brewing. Got the coconut theme, hence Hawaii. Also very good. So I like this one a lot. I recommend this one more over this one. Look at these hands. So,
Vanna White.
Vanna White. These are spirit fingers. So yeah. That's what we got. You'll see on the website when I put them up there what we actually have. If God was a city planner, why would he put a sewage system next to the playground? And favorite quote on that, let's go with our favorite quotes. Best quote of this movie. Who wants to nominate one?
That's right up there.
So it's not the best quote from the movie. My favorite quote though is still, if you're attacked by a shark, you're gonna give up surfing. Yeah. Well, that's one. But my favorite quote, that's my favorite quote. The best overall quote is still probably, I'll just go fuck myself then. Mahala.
That right now is a runner-up for me on this one. So, Brian, you want to throw something on there? You want to agree with that one? You've been saying that.
The city planner one, what you just said, and then the other first part of the quote is like, if God gave you lemons, just say fuck the lemons and bail.
Listen, I got it. Scott, when you think of this movie, what is something that comes straight to mind? P.O.P.?
No, I gotta go all the snow. That's the first thing. It's the first thing that comes to mind. His classic flip-flop line, him giving sex ed to the virgin that are on Hawaii. That's where.
So Aldous Snow in general is the one. Anything he says coming up is this movie.
Anything, any scene he's in, I think Shane concurred on that one. And
Take my eyes.
I literally always say that fucking line all the time. Take my eyes, not the shirt. But then it'll be like, take my eyes, not the beer. Or, take my eyes, something.
Yeah.
I always refer to that. Always.
That's the genital herpes.
Yeah, that's
it's just timeless.
They're not inflamed right now.
Because they're not inflamed.
Shane. So can you?
Yeah, I'm going with the take my eyes, not the shirt, and then the whole the Kunu is it's like, well, now you're not doing anything. You got to do something. Do more. Well, no, you're doing too much.
Pop back down.
Take my eyes, not the shirt. I love that.
I like that one a lot. So for me, I think whenever I think of this movie, it's always with chemo. Are those sad tissues or happy tissues? Because honestly, we're all young men at one point in our lives, and it's pretty much this has happened.
I don't think it matters what age you were.
You mean, come on, now, let's be serious.
It's just true. He's about what? Like he's like
Okay, you mean you used to
early
cry a lot? I
30s.
don't get it. You're talking about the sad tissues, right?
He was crying a lot.
Yeah, sounding like an old lady.
Some woman on the floor.
But you know what? I might have to go with the with all the snow. Take my odds, but not the shirt. That's fantastic.
Just for an honorable mention, didn't come up, but again, good-looking dick, Peter. That's good. Good dick. Good-looking dick. Beautiful dick.
Yeah.
You want a lolly?
We can try to put that into a conversation as much further on, but I don't know.
I mean, I like to throw it out there every once in a while, just see what happens. Good-looking dick.
We're at a funeral house of decorum, Kev. Please.
You could the scene right now. You could be the leader of the Sorrow Suckers. I don't know why they call him that.
That's great. Sorrow suckers. I forgot how he calls the stupid groupies. But you know what? Don't you? Before we go on, don't you think? I feel like he's always just dirty. Like thinking of him, Aldous Snow is just a.
He's just a famous rock star.
Dirty with like AIDS and herpes.
I just I like with everything. Like he's just like
needles,
dirt.
Like doesn't shower. Like it's like
He's like a hippie.
like a really bad.
He went to the yoga studio and she didn't complain that he stunk or was dirty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
sweat out those toxins.
Okay.
Here comes Jonah Hill with coconut cake in his demo.
It's totally from the hotel.
Totally from the hotel. Don't worry
It's
about
not for me. It's, I swear.
it. So for me, here's my demo. All right. So best scene. What can you guys think of a best scene? I know we got the quote, the best dick, Kev. I like when Peter's talking to the pediatrician. I mentioned that one. That's
You don't have
probably
to take pity on my quote. It's okay, Jay.
No, that's what I had right here in my notes. You come check my notes over here. I do love. I don't know how you bring that up in the conversation, but you know what? You can. You will.
Jay, the next time I see the first thing I'm saying, good looking dick, Jay.
You got the job. All right. So,
Ollie?
anyone else? I want to throw out their best scene that they got from
I
this
got a
one.
good one.
Go ahead, Scott.
One of my favorite scenes is when Peter checks in, and he's kind of behind all this and Sarah, and he's on the phone with his stepbrother Brian. He's like, Peter, go back to your room, Peter. Go back to your room. And he goes, I'm going in. And then you hear him, no! Fucking the little microphone, like, yeah, what are you doing?
That's right out there. You like that? You like what you saw, huh?
Yeah, just that little speakerphone, like, they nailed that perfectly, right? He just goes, no! What are you doing? Oh my God, that's probably my favorite scene.
That's a good one.
Great. All right. Anyone else want to throw something else out there? What you guys got?
I like the. I always love the Dracula men scene when he sings up on in the bar. That's always my favorite scene. The first thing I think of that movie is that scene.
Yeah, I have to agree because that's one that you think of there. Shane, what scene you got?
My favorite scene is literally when he's the week of sweatpants. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
You shall not pass.
And he ends with that. That is my favorite scene of this fucking movie.
I like how he goes with the. You see this? Sarah gave me this. This is where it makes my cereal no longer.
Now I have the freshest cereal.
Freshest cereal. And then in the week of sweatpants, he had like a fucking cauldron of Fruit Loops.
He's eating and then he's laughing and he's all spit right back out. It's like a giant mixing bowl. Let's pour it all in there.
Seriously, it's just, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Trivia, what do you think he did with the Fruit Loops? Because she was coming over and he had to clean. So did he dump it all out?
Just threw it out the window.
Yeah, that's it. Anyone else? Kev, did you say yours? What do you think?
If I was doing my scene, it would be the bar scene at the very beginning when he's after he first breaks up, he breaks up with the brother-in-law. So it's like, I think having sexual intercourse with either of you would be a real treat for me.
You're hilarious.
You want to come home?
Want to come home? Stop it.
So it's either that, but if I was going to go for it, if you're talking about the first thing, I think it was probably in like the commercials for the movie when it came out, the cliff diving scene. So I just like if that's my most memorable scene from the movie, that's probably it. Peter, I can see your hoo-ha.
Oh, that was great. Just call him out, call him like a pussy on top of this, on there.
I can see your vagina.
Yeah.
I can see your hoo-ha.
That's great. All great, great little scenes that's here. I guess we have to take it to Twitter, bring it to the website, and see exactly what it is.
The Twitter sphere.
The Twitter sphere. So, if you follow social media, you can throw your things in there. Hey, what does the chat say? Chat's we're waiting on here for the chat. See what they got. Let's see what else. So moving on, the Randy Watson Award, Best Character.
Oh.
This is a tough one. There's a lot of ones that we got in here. Remember, the Randy Watson Award is probably like the most impact. Like he was in there for 5 minutes. Randy Watson at most, and he just did it.
So I'll get it started then.
Yeah, go
when
ahead.
I was thinking about it, I want to take someone that wasn't in the movie that much. So I'm going with Bill Hader. So I'm going with the brother. Every time he's there, he's hilarious. And he's not trying to be funny, he's just basically like talking the whole time. We just did the whole scene.
Yeah.
No! You like that? You like what you saw?
So I'm going to go either Kunu or Jonah Hill or Matt. Those two were like, every time they were on, they were gold. And they have so many quotes just from what we were saying. You're like,
Wiki.
Yeah.
Go to the front desk.
I say, Shane, what do you think?
I'm tied between Bill Hader as Brian and Kunu. They weren't in the movie a lot, but whatever they did was
They were impactful.
They impacted. Like Alice Snow is hilarious, but he was in the movie the entire time, and he was a major character.
Yeah.
Like Bill Hader, he was a minor character. Kunu was even less character, but they were just hilarious.
Oh, here we go.
So, yeah, Bill Hader,
the Skype scene.
Brian and Kunu.
I have to go with that. Scott, what do you think on your thoughts?
Yeah, these are tough ones. I think Matt, Jonah Hill, he's probably, if I had to narrow it down with the least amount of time and memorable, it's got to be between him and Hader. Just with Jonah Hill's just his obsession with all the snow, and he's like, "Are you enjoying your vegetable medley?" And all this it's mundane. And he's like, it is mundane. It's like it's great, right?
I want cranberry juice or cranberry cocktail because I'm pretty sure I can scrap over.
Yeah. Just trying so hard for his favorite.
What about we could even throw in the guy who threw a no-hitter in 2 minutes, fucking the doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the husband of the couple that was having problems too.
I the bartender, the big guy.
Yeah, bartender did too.
Bitch.
Want someone to go snorkeling with?
They fuck for hours, man.
They fuck for 3 hours. It's magical.
It is. I'd have to agree. All the side characters were fantastic. I had Daryl from the newlywed couple. Just the fact that, I love how
Lord put the mouths on our head for a reason.
Yes. No. He's asking for advice to have sex. He has a great background story on how he's so shy to have sex, and he goes in and does it, and the next thing you know, she's like, "Can I be on top?" He's like, "Yeah."
I'm cramping.
So all these background characters are fantastic. Whoever been in the film, they're great. Yeah, it's very hard to rank.
Great casting.
Yes, without a doubt. Jason Segel, phenomenal writer, and he wrote pretty much all of this.
Yeah.
And he got them all right, and they knew how to do it.
They're a tiny little ass.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, all right, now Adrian Balboa, the worst character in the movie who you want to punch in the face.
Billy Bush. Sarah Marshall.
Sarah Marshall.
No way. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Fuck you.
Sarah Marshall.
As much I tell you what, as much as I love Sarah, like her, Kristen Bell.
Her character sucks.
She's like I have such a crush on her, but Kristen Bell just puts to shame in this movie. I'm sorry, not Kristen Bell. I can't think of her name right now.
Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis. How do I say Kristen? But anyway, so worst character. Who's still out there?
So I'm going Sarah Marshall.
Sarah Marshall. Okay.
I think it has to be. Like, I don't think she's actually bad in the movie, but just how
she's
they
the
made
worst character.
Yeah, just how they made it out, which was the good writing that he had, just to like, this fucking bitch sucks.
Yeah. Shane, you seem to be shaking your head no.
I don't like it because I think her character's phenomenal. Like, yeah.
So who
I don't want to
saying
punch her in the
yours?
face. I want her to fucking suck my dick.
But you're not even going to be get hard because she made your cock cry, Shane. You made my crock sad.
I see.
I think
I hate Billy Bush. I want to punch her in the face.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Scott?
I'm definitely going with Redhead's wife, the newlywed, the redhead. She's just so annoying. I wanted to go here, and you knew that. And she's like, they're just fighting, and she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing.
Waffles.
Well,
I wanted to go snorkeling.
Well, she definitely settled in that thing. And she's the more
Aggressive.
Aggressive.
She's a dom.
Yeah. Yes. There you go. That's
Maybe
the
because
word.
I just find her so unhot. Like, it's just so red. That's just too red for
You
me.
think the carpet matches the keys?
I don't know, man. I don't want to find out.
Easy kind of a red.
I don't like redheads. Like
She wants to do things that are, quite frankly, unnatural.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say I'd have to. For a bit, I had Aldous Snow. I don't because he just seems dirty to me. He's like the hippie. Dirty hippiness, which I can't fucking stand. But I have to agree with Brian. Sarah Marshall, she like cheated on him, and instead of like being an adult and breaking up with him when he wore sweatpants for a week, just be like, listen, dude, you wore sweatpants for a week. Like, I'm trying to save this relationship. Let's just like we need to end it here. But instead, you decide to cheat on the guy
For a year.
for a year.
Full blown affair.
Yeah. So like. Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's just like being an adult.
I mean, I agree.
before,
She's a
getting
piece
pegged
of
at both
shit,
ends?
but I still don't want to punch her character in the face.
Well, she's a woman. I want to punch her in the face, but I still don't like her.
We've talked about having punching kids in the face on this. Come on.
Yeah, but those are kids.
Brian always wants to punch a kid.
Anytime a kid comes on scene, I'm surprised.
But the thing is, those are kids. You can use a play off like you're doing wrestling moves on them.
I'm surprised Brian didn't want to punch the kid in the doctor's office running around. He's like, see that kid running in the back?
Ruined the scene.
Ruined the scene. He's like,
Elbow out of the shot. That's my balloon.
So, yeah, Brian, Treaker over here in the chat's agreeing to wait. You don't think Sarah Marshall was a bad character? Yeah, you did. You said Sarah Marshall's the worst. So you told them in the chat. So yes, Brian does think Sarah Marshall's the worst character. So there. I have to agree with that. And so that's what we got. Now let's go a little BTS. I'll start off with my email. Let's get BTS. There we go. You've got Christ between your legs, but with a shorter beard. I love that. They finally got. Look at. Oh yeah.
Sex.
I'm grabbing.
I see. He's feeding her strawberries in bed. Good for him. And then we have this sexy bed scene. All right.
We didn't even mention the whole scene where they're doing the dueling orgasms between the wall.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
So that's what's coming up because the dinner scene is next. I guess.
Yeah, so going on. A little jealousy going on. Okay, so little BTS. All right, so Get Him to the Greek is the spin-off follow-up to Forgetting Sarah Marshall. The film was released on June 4, 2010, reuniting director Nicholas Stoller and producer Judd Apatow with stars Russell Brand and Jonah Hill. Brand reprises his role as Aldous Snow, while Hill plays an entirely new character. Bell also briefly reprises her role as Sarah Marshall, appearing in a promotion for NBC drama Blind Medicine, where she portrays a visually impaired surgeon. Holy shit, that's what the promotion that was? I forgot about that.
Was that before or after House? You're trying to find people who are weird.
Yeah. So the role of Aldous Snow was actually written. Who do you think? Not Russell Brand. If anyone knows his
Was it
BTS.
an English character?
It was.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Does he mention it? Is it one of the Gallaghers?
Gallagher's not.
Like doesn't he say Liam and Noel Gallagher?
Oasis?
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's who it is. I don't know who it was. If
No, the role was actually written for Charlie Hunnam in mind.
Oh.
Sons of Anarchy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So interesting, right?
Wow.
All right, so the scene where Peter...
It's better with Russell Brand, though.
Yeah, hands down. He is. I can't see anyone else playing him besides that. The scene where Peter and Aldous make fun of Sarah's movie about a killer phone was written about without knowing Kristen Bell had starred in Pulse, a movie with a similar premise. I saw that. It was so fucking... It was bad.
I didn't know it was a real movie.
Yes, it was. It was.
Also, to go like a deeper dive on that, like when
I thought you were going to say the movie that with the tires going around killing people.
Jason Segel and
That was Stephen King, wasn't it? No.
No, it was
All the snow?
Yeah, what's it? Russell Brand.
Russell Brand. Yeah.
Like their banter back and forth, she got like pissed off about that because they thought that they were making fun of her about that movie.
Yes.
That'd be great if it was one of those things-
They had no idea that was.
Yeah, that'd be great if it was one of those things where she had no idea they were going to do that.
She
and
thought they had saw it and were making fun of her.
Yeah.
She didn't realize that was part of the whole fucking thing.
Good, now I hate her character even more now.
Yeah.
So that's 3. We're punching in her face.
Learn to take a joke, bitch.
All right, so at Lazy Joe's, Rachel drinks Longboard Island Lager, which is brewed by the Kona Brewing Company.
Oh, hey.
Hello, I think we're drinking that, are we not?
We're drinking Big Wave.
Kona. No, this is
Brewing.
yeah, but this is
Kona
from
Brewing,
Kona
but
Brewing
we're
Company.
drinking Big
Let me put it
Wave.
back on the booze cam. Woo!
Mahalo.
I'll just go fuck myself. All right. What else? Let's see. Screenwriter and star Jason Segel told New York Times interview Dave Itzkoff that the naked breakup in Dracula puppet musicals were drawn from real-life experiences. Segel said that one girlfriend broke up with him while he was completely naked. Rather than being devastated, he thought to himself, "This is hilarious. I cannot wait for her to leave so I can write this down." Before he was a successful actor, Segel tried to write a musical adaptation of Dracula for puppets. That's what I got for BTS. Anyone else? Scott, I know this is... Anything you want to throw in there?
One, but
Yeah.
no, the one I have is when you guys were talking about the writing for the movie and how good it was. It was somewhere. It was like some. I thought when you said the New York Times interview because they asked Segel about this also because this is like the first like full screenplay he did.
Yes.
He knew he was working with Judd Apatow and he wanted it to be a comedy, and apparently he fucking sucked at writing. And Judd Apatow was like, "Don't write a comedy." He was like, "You just write the movie and let it be a drama." And then we'll have funny people in the movie. We'll make it funny. He's like, you just write down whatever the general plot is. And then, so they didn't ad-lib, but they worked all those lines that you think are fucking hilarious in this movie basically aren't in the original script. They added all that shit later.
Yeah.
Because they're like, they told JC, like, you know what, you're not funny. We'll be funny for you, is how it basically
And
works.
it's true, because when you think about it, all the lines that we quoted in here, none were from him.
Yeah.
He was just like, I did like the musical.
Van Helsing!
Yeah.
I did the
So-
B by L.
Yeah, so that was probably
He
definitely
probably
like,
wrote
he did not right. That was probably,
It's probably Hater.
yeah, he was like, this is how this scene's gonna go.
Was
This
Seth
is
Rogen part of this at all, or no? I know he's not.
No, he was
like,
not
wasn't
on this
like,
at this
even
time
like a
frame.
producer.
Something like that. Is anyone else
He's
gonna?
friends with all of them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, anyone else gonna know
Yeah.
BTS, or we're gonna end it there? Go ahead, Shane.
The nudity scenes that's really Jason Segel. It's cock, but
Not a stunt cock?
it's not a stunt cock. But those are stunt tits by Mila Kunis.
Oh, yes.
They're digital,
Yes.
which sucks because god damn,
Yeah.
I really want to see her tits.
I said-
But then also,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I saw that Mila Kunis got this role because she auditioned for Knocked Up, and she didn't get that role, so Judd Apatow liked her so much.
The what's her face role?
What, the
The-
Catherine Heigl?
Catherine Heigl.
Kevin
Yeah.
Heigl role.
Oh, so
Yeah,
they-
she
oh,
auditioned
wow.
for that.
I can't see her in Knocked Up. I'm sure she would have been fine, but I just think
That
of Catherine
changes.
Heigl,
That
yeah.
changes knocked up for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I think
It
it may be
does.
better if
Yeah.
Isn't the whole
Mila
point
Kunis
that
is in it.
Heigl's supposed to be like so out of the guy's league though?
Well, I mean, Mila
you don't-
Kunis is way the fuck out of his
Have
league.
Seth Rogen's league?
Yeah. I don't know.
At that time, now everyone's like, oh.
I mean, you think Catherine Heigl's tall? I don't get it.
No, she seems like more of a bitch. I don't know.
Yeah.
She
Maybe
does.
that's why.
I don't
And,
know.
Yeah, that's why she's not
15
working
years later,
anymore.
now everyone's like, oh, Seth Rogen's a stud. You know?
Giant Jewish cock.
with his machine gun laugh.
Just like, you know, I was like, oh, Pete Davidson's his son.
You have a tiny dick, Seth.
It's a beautiful cock, Seth. You want a lolly?
I see. All right. So the question of our podcast: Can The Rock make this movie better?
Get the fuck out of here. with that
I
shit.
see one role for him.
All right.
I
What
have
do
a
you
joke
think?
role for him, but.
Okay. What do you think,
Where did I write
Shane?
that?
I
So
know.
while you're looking for what you wrote down, I have him as the husband. I think it would be, yeah. So the one that's with the
As Daryl?
just to have The Rock say stuff like, "Yeah, we're off to find the mythical clitoris."
Him being very
She wants to
realistic.
do things that are, I don't remember what he says, like inappropriate or whatever. It's like, You can't have a playground next to the sewer system.
Okay.
Just to have The Rock saying those lines. It's too easy to say he's the guy in the bar that beats him up at the end.
Ah, goddamn, that's what I had.
I said it's too easy.
I know, but why not? He would be perfect for that. Just in there. Because
Rock by him in the toilet paper?
Yeah, because he's more believable than the guy that was actually there.
That's actually his. And if you've seen the movie The Scorpion King, which is like The Rock's first.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
that
he was
his brother.
Yeah, you're right.
But, yeah, but for me, if The Rock's in the movie, he's chemo. Are those sad tissues or?
See, I like that big fat guy though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just
because that baby joke does not make sense at all, and it's fucking great. He does look like a fat fucking baby. With his,
look like a gigantic.
He even has the fat roll in the back of his neck where babies do it. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I got The Rock as the bartender.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have. The bartender. He's
when
the
ran well off the fish. I can see The Rock doing it.
The bar owner, the topless collage in the men's room.
You throw doo-doo paper.
All right.
I thought he'd be good for Mila's ex-boyfriend. You know.
Oh, the guy at the beach.
Yeah, because he's all jacked. He's a surfer. He's in Hawaii.
I could see that as well. I could. So.
Oh, fuck my ass.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that's right. Here we go. You sound like you're from London. Okay, so should there be a sequel franchise TV series of this?
Thumbs down.
Absolutely fucking not.
The bar is set too high. Look what happened to Coming to America. It fucking bombed.
When are they gonna go with the story after with Rachel and
Mila Kunis breaks up with him? So Aldous Snow comes back and he's banging Mila Kunis' character now.
Mila Kunis breaks up with him, and so he goes to London with Aldous Snow, and he shows him the
But then it's
ropes.
going to come back to he goes back to Mila Kunis in the end of the movie though.
Or he banged Mila Kunis.
We could probably hash it out. So let's say him and Mila Kunis don't work out. He meets up with Aldous Snow somehow, and Aldous is like, you know what? All right, mate, we're going to London, and he just goes
You're
on a
going to meet
tear.
all the sorrow suckers.
Yeah. Or something.
I don't know why they call them that.
The premise of the other movie.
Get him to the green.
Get him to the
Get him to the
green.
green.
I never saw that.
It kind of sucks.
It was all right.
I
I heard it was a bomb.
It had its moments.
I think did we see that? I think we saw it in theater. I think I want to say you and I.
There was some really
Yeah.
funny part, but the whole movie on its own was just not
So-
good.
Jay Weez in the chat says The Rock should have replaced Jonah Hill.
I'll just go fuck myself.
Imagine him like that as the host. Okay, so all right, let's go for our final thoughts. Brian, final thoughts.
Like I said, this movie's fantastic. Love it. So many quotable lines in this movie. Performances from everybody were really good. Like I said, so a 9. This is one of my favorite comedies of this, 2000s. So whenever it's on, I'm watching it. Give me Dracula's Lament all the time. Yeah.
I say, if the Dracula musical was out, would we go watch it? Is the best question here. Would we
There's no way.
Yes.
Is there any way that show becomes good? Are they selling out theaters with that show? you
Are
think?
Peter Brenner in it and
Bill Hader.
are they doing it?
I say, Bill Hader fucking.
No, he was good. He
He definitely overacts.
Oh yeah, he was hamming up.
He's so excited to be a part of that.
He
So,
was stuck in a Skype box the whole movie. He's happy to get out.
so Shane, your final thoughts on this?
Yeah, 9+. Like I said, it plateaus, but it never goes back down.
Oh,
so it goes up, and you're at the top the entire time. It's fucking hilarious. This is my favorite scene.
Oh, hey, the sweatpants. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I was wondering when it was going to show up.
I forgot that one of the it was like 1 second clip. He's walking on the treadmill, but he's drinking a beer too.
That explains. You know what? That explains this podcast. We try as much to be healthy as possible, but yet we're fucking walking on a treadmill or a Peloton bike. For my case,
sweatpants.
in here. I think these are actually Under Armour, but he's probably like 7 years old and walking on a treadmill, drinking beer. That's us, ladies and gentlemen.
Movie's fucking great.
So
Go see it.
I see.
Recommended.
Cab, what's your final thoughts on this?
So I like this movie. Like I said before, I don't really have a criticism of it. I just, when I think of the other comedies like from this group that came out, I just don't think it's as good as Superbad, Knocked Up, 4-Year-Old Virgin, Pineapple Express was a little bit different, but Seth Rogen's still in that though, right?
Yeah.
I would say
When I think of all those guys, yeah, Knocked Up. This is better than that though. So I would say it's like a little bit lower. It's still good, and like I said, like
nice
for the writing, the actual there's chemical warfare going on right now. For the shit, I think I smell it.
The shit. Oh,
I do think that compared to a lot of those movies, this is definitely has like probably more like actual quotes that are funny, and the other ones kind of have like those weird those weird scenes that are like really outlandish that stand out more probably. So. Like I said, I'll probably give it an 8.5. It's still good. I like it. I'll watch it if it's on. But it just, for whatever reason, for me, it always kind of fell behind the other movies that came out.
I forgot. Before we go on, when he gets kicked out, he gets put in another room. And he's next to Sarah Marshall. It's the only one they had available. All right, Scott. So this is your favorite movie. Let's hear it. Lay it out here. Your final thoughts on why we should watch
this. One of those movies when you're flipping around, you can watch it from where it is, right? You can pick up right where it left off. I think they should leave it where it is. They set the bar too high. They better not make a fucking show out of this or a sequel because it'll just piss me off.
I think they're gonna redo it.
Or a remake. No fucking remakes and no Rock. That is it. I'm giving it an 8.9.
I see. Very nice. All right, I have to agree. Love this movie. Very good. Watch it. Pick it up at any point you want.
Has to be on like movie channel though, like not like
yes.
TBS.
Yeah. No. It can't be on cable. It has to be like on definitely on a pay-per-view, whatever channel. Let's see. Jay Weezy from the chat says 40-year-old version is the best of what you just told.
I just watched
so
it.
I'd have to agree with that. 40-year-old version, but this one, again, I forgot about this movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, and goddamn, Mila Kunis is so attractive in this. All right, so
someone said earlier, this is probably the best she's ever looked, probably, right?
Hands down. Hands down.
She looks like tan. I mean, she's usually tan anyway, but she's like
she is
Hawaii.
But like it's Hawaii, so she's like doing the full thing that's going on. All right, so that's it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us on our Twitch stream. We hope you enjoyed as much as we enjoyed reviewing and drinking to this movie, as always. Our next episode will be... We have no fucking clue.
And stay tuned for our broadcast from Fresca. Our natural sponsor.
No, it's not, because we're not getting any money.
Not yet.
Take my eyes, not the shirt.
Not my Fresca.
Not my Fresca. Have you seen The Boys on... That's they have Fresco's eyes actually. The running
great
joke
soda, dude.
of season 2.
No calories. It's good for you.
All right,
Danny, want a Fresca?
How about a Fresca?
All right, so if you want to be part of the Reels, Booze, and Bros, aka RB2 podcast, check us out on our website to find out how, reelsboozebros.com. Again, we have our Twitch channel, RB2 podcast. Thank you everyone for joining on there. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers.